everyone, I'm Miss Katie. I hope your summer is really awesome. Today we're going to do a family STEAM challenge. What is STEAM? Well, it stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. STEAM activities encourage critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Did you know that our summer reading theme this summer is Imagine Your Story? We're going to imagine what it would be like to be in the story Jack and the Beanstalk. Have you ever read this story? Today I'm going to read a version of it to you and then explain the STEAM challenge. Once upon a time, there lived a poor woman and her son Jack. Their only possessions were their small house and a cow. One morning, the cow did not give any milk, so Jack's mother told him to sell the cow. Jack was on his way to the town with the cow when he met a man along the road. The man asked where Jack was going, and Jack told him he was going to sell his cow in town. The man said that he would buy the cow from him, and Jack asked, "How much will you give me?" The man offered him beans. At first, Jack was offended, but the man told him that they weren't just any old beans. They were magic beans, and Jack took them for the cow. When Jack's mother found out that he sold the cow for beans, she was so mad she threw the beans out the window and sent Jack to bed with no supper. The next morning, Jack woke up and saw a gigantic beanstalk outside his window. He immediately went outside and started to climb up the beanstalk. It took him forever to reach the top of it. Jack was really hungry after climbing up all that way. He saw a giant woman and asked her if she could give him some breakfast. She said her husband would eat him for breakfast if given the chance. But she saw how hungry he looked and took pity on him, took him inside, and gave him some food. All of a sudden, the castle began to shake and shudder. The giant was on his way home, and the woman told Jack to hide if he didn't want to be eaten. Jack quickly went to hide. The giant walked in the kitchen and sniffed and said, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." As the giant's wife was trying to calm down her husband, Jack saw a bag of gold. Once the giant was asleep, Jack stole the bag of gold and climbed back down the beanstalk. Jack and his mother were able to live off of the bag of gold for a little while, but eventually they ran out. So Jack decided to climb back up the beanstalk again. He snuck into the giant's castle and started looking around. He was amazed to hear the giant say to his wife, "Bring the hen that lays the golden eggs." When the hen was set in front of him, the giant commanded, "Lay!" The hen squawked and laid an egg of solid gold. The giant and his wife eventually fell asleep again, and Jack came out from his hiding place and took the hen down the beanstalk with him. Now, Jack and his mother were quite wealthy, but Jack couldn't stop thinking about the giant and his castle, and what else might be up there. He decided to climb the beanstalk and take another look. The giants were asleep when he got there. He looked around the castle for a long time. Finally, he found a golden harp. As he swung the golden harp up, he happened to hit it against the wall. The harp said, "Ouch!" really loud, and woke up the giants. Jack ran for the beanstalk with the giants right behind him. As soon as he got to the bottom of the beanstalk, he found his axe and started to cut down the beanstalk. With great effort, it finally was done. With a thunderous crash, the beanstalk fell to the ground. The giant and his wife were never seen again. Jack called for his mother and started to look for her. Inside the house, he found a note from her. It said, "Dear Jack, you are gone so long, I have gone up to the beanstalk to find you. Love, Mother." Oh no, my mother went up to the castle and I just chopped down the beanstalk. How will she ever get home? Jack wanted to cry, but he told himself to stay calm and think of a solution. He couldn't fly and he didn't have wings to get up to the castle, but he had a brain and arms and decided to build some kind of structure to climb up. He decided to build the tallest structure possible to reach his mom and get her down. So, our challenge to you is to help Jack build the highest structure possible to get his mom down from the castle. You can use materials from around your house to build your structure. Some suggested materials might be tape, glue, scissors, ruler, tape measure, paper, and that could be construction paper, writing paper, newspaper, any paper you have around the house, cardboard from boxes or any cardboard you might have, toothpicks, rubber bands, string, straws, craft sticks, and those are just to name a few different items. So here are some examples of some really tall structures from around the world. We have this, and take a look at how it looks. If you're building a structure for your design, do you need something on top to stand on, or is it just something you need to climb up to reach Jack's mom? Here we have the Eiffel Tower, and you might want to look at the base and then how it goes up. Here we have all different buildings from across the world, and you can see their bottoms and what it looks like at the top as well. So this is the first building you saw up there, and it's the Burj building, and it's in Dubai. Okay, and just look at the bottom, the base. How would you build a base for your building? Here's another example of One World Trade Center in New York City, New York. And here we have the Pentaminium Tower in Dubai. So that's pretty skinny. Here we have Taipei 101. This is in Taipei, Taiwan. And the Petronas Towers. This is in Malaysia. Here we have the Willis Tower in Chicago, Illinois. The Empire State Building in New York City. And then I wanted to show you just a picture of trees, because does it have to be a building necessarily that you're drawing? So this is kind of what a tree looks like if you can climb trees. And then of course we had the beanstalk that Jack was able to climb up. And that's what that looks like. So when designing and building your structure, think about these things. What type of base should you have to support your tall structure? What types of materials would work for the bottom of the structure? What types of materials would work for the top of the structure? How is Jack going to be able to climb up it? What do you do if your structure falls over or falls apart? What parts of steam did you use? If it doesn't work out the first time, redesign and build it again. Don't ever give up. Be creative and have fun. I hope you enjoyed the story and the challenge. Remember to keep reading days this summer and recording them for the summer reading program. Keep checking our social media as well as our website for other great programs. Thanks for joining us. Bye.